Hi, Grandma.
Hi, granddaughter.
Okay.
Hi,
So I'm going to ask you some questions about your mom and her immigration during the Industrial Revolution. Okay. So the first question is, what is your mother's name and where did she immigrate from?
Ethel Feld, Feld, from Poland.
Okay, and why did she decide to immigrate to America?
For a better life and to avoid discrimination, religious discrimination.
Did she feel that there was a lot of economic opportunity in America? Like, was that why she thought it was a better life?
I think so.
Okay, and I'm looking at her immigration papers, and they say that she immigrated from Eastern Europe. What was the name of the town that she grew up in?
Wolja Machava. That was the name of the town.
And her immigration papers say she came through Ellis Island. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. When your mom arrived on Ellis Island, did she have any preference as to where she wanted to live? Like, did she want to live with other people from her home country or who spoke her home language? And if so, did she end up moving to a place like that?
Yeah, she's in Brooklyn, New York, is where she moved.
And she moved there.
To live near people like herself who spoke Yiddish and had her Jewish traditions. Yeah, she had an aunt who lived here, and that's where she wanted to go.
Okay, and what were the living conditions like for your mother when she lived here?
They weren't very good. They had a room, and they shared a bathroom on the floor. Other rooms shared the same bathroom on the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Did she live with a lot of people?
Yeah, yes. I don't know, 2 or 3 in a room.
Okay.
It wasn't the very nice living conditions. They were crowded, small, dirty, and sharing a bathroom.
Okay. So the living conditions were really bad for her. There wasn't a lot of space and it was pretty dirty, right?
Yes.
Who'd she come to America with?
By herself.
When she came to America, did she have trouble finding work here? And if so, why?
No, she went to work in the Catskills, where she became a waitress in a hotel.
Okay. Did you know, like, did she have trouble finding that work, or was it?
No, because she had, she knew people from Europe, some people that owned a very well-known hotel, Grossinger's Hotel in the Catskills.
When it was in the summertime, where did she work in New York?
Yeah, she worked in a factory. She did sewing for people, alterations.
So a sewing factory, okay.
Right.
What were the working conditions like when she worked in the sewing factory?
They weren't very good. They were poor conditions. It was hard work, long hours, low pay, and it just was not a good situation.
Were the factories like dirty? Did she have a lot of space to herself?
Yeah, I think they were. They really, I think, took advantage of the help because they knew they couldn't do anything else.
Did she use any new technology created around the time of the Industrial Revolution that made her life or work easier?
Well, she did use a sewing machine because she eventually became a corseteer, and she would do her own alterations.
And, like, did that help her save money? Did that make it a lot easier for her?
Well, she needed to make money. She had to make a living to support herself.
And the sewing machine helped her to make a living?
Yes, absolutely. She did alterations on corsets and girdles. Using the sewing machine, she was able to do alterations for people. Without the sewing machine, I don't think she would have done what she did because she was able to do adjustments, repairs, and that was an important factor. Well, it was much better with the sewing machine, of course. It was much faster, and she was she was a good worker. She worked quickly.
And she made probably a lot more money using the sewing machine because it cut down the time.
Exactly, yes, absolutely. The sewing machine, right, helped to save her a lot of time and money.
Why did your mom decide to settle in the city and not the countryside of America?
Well, the countryside was just really alive during the summer months. People would go there to vacation. Whereas in the city, it was all year round. You could make a living all year round. The hotels in the Catskills in the country were closed in all year. They were only open the summer months. There were a lot of opportunities that she had in the city that she wouldn't have had elsewhere. And she knew a lot more people, knew more people.
What were the struggles like coming into New York?
Well, she had to learn the language, which was one thing, and she had no help or support from anyone. She had no parents here. It wasn't easy.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.